Outlanders, but they are always welcome here on This Morning.
Sam Heughan and Graham McTavish have hit the road to discover the secrets of Scotland in their very own Highlands adventure.
The beheading pit.
Well, you better get in there. Goodbye, Graham. Try not to lose your head. Here we are in the heart of Glencoe.
This land tells a story of its people.
Oh, wow.
Oh my God, it's incredible. This is going to be good. There's going to be some amazing stories.
This has been an adventure, and we've only been doing it for an hour. They couldn't see more than 20 yards, but they were doing this war cry. Oh, sons of dogs of the breed! Oh, come here, on flesh to feed!
Ah, those boys both join us now. Good morning. Welcome. Lovely to see you both.
Good morning. Good morning, Phil.
Do you know, it's just lovely to see. It's a real escapism, bearing in mind we're all locked in our homes at the moment, just to see this beautiful land and you two being so passionate about it. And Sam, this was something that you wanted to make for a long time.
That's right, yeah. And I think, I have to pinch myself. You know, I went on this fantastic road trip with, my good friend here, Graham McTavish, and we survived. You know, we didn't crash too many times. And we got to experience the amazing Scottish landscape and the people and the culture and everything else in between.
Well, this was going to be, I think, initially a podcast, wasn't it? But Graham didn't even know what a podcast was.
No, I have no idea. No, I still don't. No, I'm one of the most technologically challenged people you'll ever meet. So, yes, when Sam mentioned podcast, I just nodded and pretended that I knew what he was talking about. And then he suggested GoPros, which I then imagined were just stuck on our heads, which I just didn't see working really. But thankfully, he came up with a rather better idea.
Those earphones you're wearing now don't even work, do they?
Oh, stop.
Just for show. So that's a TV series, and I think it's on Stars in the US, and we've got to wait for a little while for it to come out here. But when we were in lockdown the first time, it gave you the perfect opportunity to write this. And this is the book that goes with the series here. And actually, Graham, you're used to this. There you are. That's better. As a teenager, you started writing books then.
I did. Yeah, I wanted to be a writer. That was my ambition. And acting really came by accident. So I wrote 3 rather sort of very kind of action-packed adventure stories when I was a teenager. The first one was the wonderfully titled Island of Death.
Wow.
So you can just imagine what that was about. That was when I was 11. So it only got worse from there. But not many people have read these books apart from myself and my mother. So hopefully they'll come out soon.
So how did it work writing it? Because Sam, I know, is in Scotland. I think Graham, you were in New Zealand. So Sam, when you're actually writing this collaborative book here, was it just a case of sort of on the computer? Although obviously, I'm assuming Graham knows how to work that.
Yeah, Graham was probably ink and quill, I imagine. He was sending his writing by carrier pigeon. But no, we were writing up during lockdown, and I think, to be honest, that was in a way a blessing because we got to dedicate a lot of time to writing, and it was great. It became this conversation because we were both writing in real time on an online document, so you could see the other person writing, which meant there was a lot of back and forth between us, and this is where we get the banter and the sort of difference of opinion.
Yes, the disputing of the various perspectives on the same event. Yes,
that's right.
But that sort of banter and that relationship and that fun, that friendship between you sometimes gets you into trouble. And Graham, did you slightly overcook it the night before the first day of filming?
Well, yes. I mean, I would blame Duncan Lacroix if he's watching. I blame you, Duncan. You came and joined us at the hotel, and I stayed up far too late.
We should explain he's also in Outlander.
Yes, he is. And I ended up staying up far too. Yes, I stayed up far too late. And when I emerged in the morning, I was feeling wretched. Sam was like some kind of muscular Springer Spaniel. He was absolutely fine, and just jumped into the van. And we hadn't planned who was going to drive. So much of this was completely unplanned. So him jumping in the van and then driving for the entire time we were on the road was completely by accident. But it was quite a...
How was the driving, Sam? Were you...
Well, I did hesitate. I didn't really tell Graham that I hadn't actually ever driven anything of this size, and also I hadn't driven stick shift or manual for a number of years. I only passed my driving test when I was 30.
You passed your test. Yes, when you were 30.
Yeah.
30.
So, but we made it. We're still alive.
You are still alive, but you do, Sam, you do delight in putting Graham in the most uncomfortable of situations.
Oh, it's definitely a childish, joy of a pleasure of mine. But to see him, this man who plays all these sort of very strong, aggressive, kind of machoistic characters, he's a pussycat, and it's great to see him terrified.
What?
Yes.
Go for it, Graham. Sorry.
No, he would literally try and make me jump. So we'd be driving, and he would just suddenly try and make me jump. I mean, it was like being with a child for the duration.
Yeah, I suddenly feel really bad because that's something I do in here quite a lot.
Exactly. All the time. I feel your pain.
I'm desperately trying to make us swear on the telly.
not far off happening.
You obviously doing something like this and around, as Holly said, such a stunning country, and the heritage and the dreams and aspirations of yourselves. Sam, getting to Murrayfield, that must have been a big moment for you.
Yeah, so the TV show, each episode is based on a certain theme. So there's food and drink, there's song and dance, there's clans, culture. And one of the episodes is sport, and the sport of Scotland. And we go and look at different sports. And for me, I'm a big rugby fan. I've gone to Murrayfield Stadium, which is Fortress Murrayfield. I've gone there so many times. We've clutched defeat in the jaws of victory. We've lost so many times, but yet I still love going there. And to go and meet some rugby players that I've enjoyed watching over the years and kick a ball was really a dream come true, to be honest.
But correct me if I'm wrong, Sam. You've never actually played rugby. Is this correct?
No, never played. No.
Which again was
far too dangerous.
Listen, we can't have you here and not talk about Outlander, obviously, which, I'm a massive fan of. And I guess fans just would like to know when they're going to get the next series because, like with many things, COVID put filming on the back burner for a little bit, but it is coming back.
Absolutely, yeah. We have been delayed. We were supposed to start shooting in May, but we are gearing up. We've been having costume fittings. We've got the scripts. We have to develop a new way to work. But we're getting there, and it is such an epic show. It is just taking more time. But yes, we will be back with season 6 pretty soon.
Brilliant. Well, it's lovely to talk to you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We'll wait for the series Men in Kilts when you've found a platform for that. But in the meantime, Clanlands is out. It's hardback, ebook, and audiobook right now. And there's the book. And thank you, guys.
Thank you. Lovely to see you. Bye.
Cheers, guys. Thanks for having us.
Pleasure.
Bye-bye.